Or Dryden?
Yeah. There we go. Unreal. Oh. Cold in my basement. I like that.
I gotta turn down the AC. It's too cold.
Too cold?
Too cold.
You said it's too cold?
Nah, cold, man. Turn it all down.
That's cold.
Alright. Oh, okay. See if I got my mouse. I don't even have my mouse. Evening, bro. What's going on, Real Life Mike? It is Monday, June 16th. Just let the show warm up here. It's just like my truck. It needs time to warm up. Warm up first.
Your truck. Why is your truck cold right now?
It's time to warm up, bro. All right. We're going to talk it's freaking viewer's choice today. We're going to, of course, recap the Prairie Walleye Classic a bit and talk about fishing Lac Du Bonnet because we've got a little bass jackpot going there, plus the Lac Du Bonnet Walleye shootout coming up. Some more stuff about that.
Dryden had their tournament on the weekend. Also,
Dryden Walleye Masters went down as well, same weekend as the Classic.
NBA has a tournament this weekend too, don't they?
Who's that?
NBA?
That's next weekend.
Next weekend?
That's Lac Du Bonnet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got bass tournament there too. So. And we'll talk that. And whatever, man. Ask questions out there. It was cool that Derek Calvo said that we helped watching the podcast pays off. He says, see?
The one time, bro.
That's cool, bro. I don't know.
It works.
It's just like learning everything at the bait shop or whatever, man. If you eavesdrop on conversations, you might pick something up. Who knows? Try and put it to use, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get going here.
it almost looks like you're doing some gang sign, for Christ's sakes. On your picture, you didn't see the phone? The phone
It looks
plugs in.
like he's just holding a phone.
Yeah.
Could be a gang sign, actually.
Oh. Could be.
All right, welcome, man. It's the Castanek podcast. It is another episode. See if I can get my sound going right here. I think it's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Sounds good over here, bro.
Your host, Eric Labopa. We got the short fuse Mike Datoli and Dragon Boy Jeremy Santos in the house.
What up?
Almost got the short fuse going there at the tournament there. Fucking would have been good to see, actually.
No, it wouldn't have. No.
Looks like I need to change the boat tire if I'm ready to Lac Du Bonnet. Not a bad way to spend the evening. Change the boat tire. Something happened to your boat tire, bro? Let's go. What's up, Boomer? What's happening? Alan Ali. Good to see everyone made it back. Leon says, evening, Kyle Ward. What's happening, brother? Cool. Like I said, we're going to talk here. We'll recap the Prairie Walleye Classic that just went down. Like I said, a bunch of other tournaments here and just some general entering sort of, you can't really say it's early season now. We're starting to approach maybe getting into summer stuff. I would say it's a little late. Season's a little late, actually, but
It is
talk
late.
more about that. It's late, man. Like the water's cold, right? So
It's a little cool, man.
won't be swimming in that stuff for a while, man. Season 8, open water sponsors. Shout out to Tech Video Security, Gone Fishing, and Acme Tackle. You guys, I forgot to put my BASS Elite thing
So did
again
I.
on Lake Tenkiller, man.
I did, but it
did
didn't
too.
matter. I think I scored like less than 800 points.
How'd Gussie do? Did Gussie do okay?
Yeah, he got
the third day.
Third day, so that's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, again, cash another
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah,
Good-
he needs
good for him.
to do a few more of those.
Yeah, man. Jeez, man. Quentin, what's up, man? Will Foster, what's happening? Hello. Jamie
Be
Shulman,
nice.
what's going on?
Be nice to see him make a Sunday.
It would be.
Yeah, get those points, right? It's all about points.
It's all about points right now.
Speaking of which, we gotta thank Steve Sasaki, our winner of the Fantasy Bass Fishing is gonna get this brand new 13 Fishing Fate Black rod combo.
Nice.
Mike, look at that. So that's Steve Sasaki donated that. And,
It might be an ice fishing rod by the
break
time this
something,
show
bro.
is done.
I almost broke it on the
Hey, it's a be ice fishing rod now, man.
Holy shit! Look at it. Look, it took took down my stickers. I'm gonna use it to stick the stickers back on this. Yeah, I'm abusing this rod already. Smack it a little bit like that.
Somebody's
See how
getting
tough-
a
You're seeing how
somebody's
tough
getting
it
a
is, man.
two-piecer, man.
You guys see my wall here of stickers, man? Remember this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started doing tournaments in 2013. No. Me and Santos did a Manito Bass Angler one in 2000.
In West Hawk.
Was it
Something like
2008?
Something
And we
like
got
that.
our ass kicked, and we never did another tournament for 5 years. It's true. It's 5 years, Mike. We just holy shit. This is why we don't do tournaments, because these guys are all pros.
Yeah.
I was Pyatt's. I never saw Pyatt's, man. I never saw Pyatt's myself this weekend.
Didn't see Pyatt's.
No, we didn't make it that far up. We'll be back there on July 13th, though, at Pyatt's. Pyatt's West Camp will be sponsoring the Central Canada Kayak Trail second stop for the kayak trail there. Yeah, it's going
We
very.
didn't have to go to Pyatt's, and we still beat Santos and Justin.
You did.
Right. Let's talk about that then. Let's talk about it. We know what we're talking about a little bit. Me and Mike, dude. This just went down. It was pretty good, man. We had 74 teams hit the water out there. The Saskatchewan Russell crowd is notoriously hard crowd to break, kind of thing, or to win over anyway, kind of thing, right?
To
And
appease.
big changes. I mean, moving it to Friday, Saturday, going hybrid, introducing CPR into this thing for the first time, and not a side bet, like actually part of the tournament. You know, all kinds of different venue. It's been at that George Hall for 25 years, kind of thing, and now we're at the arena. Kind of, it's big changes, and I think overall pretty good. I mean, we got lots of positive feedback today, Mike. Lots, man. I had phone calls with people.
We got lots
and emails.
Got lots of positive feedback.
Lots of, and of course, we'll take all feedback, man, and some things that they think you can improve on, and stuff that we know that we need to tweak. Shit, Mike, I've got like 4 rule tweaks already that I gotta add. Like right now, like we'll talk after, but there's some rule tweaks that we need to add in there.
I got a list for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we got a list of something like it's more about you're just tightening things up, and really because we're doing this catch photos and we're learning as we go. We're leading the way in this catch photo release stuff. Aside from fish donkey events out there, when you're talking big money now, like I've said it before, we don't put it in the hands of a third party. We're the ones doing it to really make sure it's all in, because it's this big money. It was $42,750 that got handed out.
Nice.
It's almost all paid out in checks, e-transfers,
and that was only 74 teams.
Yeah, man. Like, you know, we pride ourselves on paying 80% plus. You know, like, I know you could go shit. Some tournaments are 65%, like something
less. Yeah.
No, I prefer to pay as much out as we can, and that's including that supper cost $7,000, Mike. I'm not hiding nothing, and that's what it cost. It was a delicious supper by Chicken Shop.
It was a good supper,
but at the same time, not everyone's going to go to the supper and stuff like that. It's a good thing to have. There's some things to tweak on the logistics too and format in that sense, as far as the arena goes, different things. But everyone loved that. You know, like that whole full service. I had people there's lots of people who was their first time doing this tournament, and they were blown away at like, inspection, smooth. You know, you're getting golf carted to your vehicle. Andy Hush is in the water, unbuckling your boat and loading it in the day. You know what I mean? Like that full service treatment, catching your boat at the dock. Like that's
no. I mean, the whole thing was smooth, man. Like I've done.
You like that, Santos? That's good, right?
It was quick, man. Right.
Even when you got DQ'd, that was quick.
Exactly, man. We got the phone call like 30 seconds right after.
Go see LaSalle Boat Insurance, man. I get all my insurance there at LaSalle. And not all. Some of you may know, not all brokers know. We'll do a segment on that coming up here, maybe next week. Not all brokers know about marine insurance, man. I'm sure a lot of people have.
But they know.
LaSalle is well versed in it. I get all our liability insurance for all the events we do. My boat, you know, the trailer, the house, the whole thing. It's one-stop shop. Go see LaSalle Insurance. That's not even just a plug for friends. That's they know all the stuff there, man. So Blake was watching from afar.
Got it all straightened out.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. If anyone here watched the live stream, we had fun doing that, man. I talked, like lots of feedback to mine. It's good feedback, and there is bad feedback. Of course, there's stuff, man. Heck, some of the bad stuff was on me, man. I was Steve. I Steve Harvey'd it on the.
Well, it was for you. It was Saturday was bad for you. Friday was bad for me.
So Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it a little bit there.
Well, even Thursday supposedly wasn't. The rules meeting.
Well, generally speaking, sound was the issue.
Yeah.
Like that.
Sound was the biggest issue.
We had
in
no
the
sound.
hall.
So if anyone knows a hockey arena, the sound isn't meant for the hockey players to hear anything, man. It was pointed towards the benches and the stands. And then, of course, our whole thing there was, and you'll have to apologize today. I don't have a slideshow of nothing, man. Nash had his last hockey game today, hockey practice, and I was doing all the Monday stuff as usual. So I got nothing done. So just use your imagination or whatever. I got no pictures here, nothing. We'll just use Facebook or something like that. But yeah, the sound was like, oh my God, it just wasn't working. I would have brought my own speakers had I known, kind of thing. So that sort of affected a lot of stuff, whatever. But I was MC and live streaming. Mike was the weighmaster at the scale. And how was that on day one, brother, man? Because we have, if anything from 45 centimeters up cannot be brought into the scale because it's illegal, right? So we still have a red zone. And
it was good. I probably had 6 teams that really pushed the boundaries. Like there's some that were like bang on the line. Right. So then
still pushing.
Everybody knows how I measure. I jam them and then just pinch the width of the board. That's it. I take a quick look. And if it's over, I'll take another 2 or 3 looks at it just to make sure. So unfortunately, we had 3 teams that were over 45.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like they did it on purpose. We know how those fish are. You catch them, bring them in, you bounce them around, put them on the scale, put them on the board. They're good. You throw them in the box, and they sit there for a long period of time.
Measurements will move. An eighth.
Yeah. And then when they come back, and they're so relaxed in the tub that they don't even move. They're all pointing the same direction, just sitting there. When you pick them up, they don't even squirt, and you just put them down.
Yeah.
They just relaxed enough to push them over that 45.
I know that first day, one of ours we were close. I know we were pushing it. And
Mike measured it like 3 times, I think. Yeah. When I was watching there. Yeah.
But I mean, I told Justin, I go, hey, we only got one over. Like, we need it. Like, and I said, if he does it just to the width of the board, it's good. If he pinches it all the way, then we're in trouble. But
the legal measurement is width of the board.
Yeah, width of the board. Usually, we tell everybody do a full pinch.
Yeah.
And if it touches, then get rid of it.
If it's over on
if you do a full pinch in the boat, it will relax a little bit.
So. Yeah. So I mean, I know with that one, before we even like had to go in and everything, I checked it again. I triple checked. I go, Justin, it's gonna work. It's gonna be good. And we were pushing it, and I think you told him, it's like, yeah, like you guys are close on this one. But
yeah. But the weirdest one I had was I looked in the guy's basket and I'm thinking, why would you bring me this fish? Like, it's definitely going to be over.
Mm-hmm.
And I pick it up and there's no tail.
No tail?
Like I'm staring at the tail.
Yeah.
And it's chewed up and it's got fungus growing on it and everything. I'm like, well, it's legal. It's not bonus. I put it on. That thing was almost like a 2 1/4 pound fish.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Mike Glad, ours grew over a 1/4 inch to make it over. Measured just before coming in, had to put it back and ended up bringing in a super small one just to get 3. And that's part of tournament fishing, right? Especially the ones who know how to, like, who've done many weigh-in ones where there's a slot. It's like this last minute measuring you got because, and I always hated that, Mike, always, because you're trying to push, you're trying to win. So you got to maximize without going over. Price is right. And it was always stressful, man, going to the scale. Any second we could be DQ'd, man. And then my partner comes back with the slip, with a smile. Holy shit! Yes, it did it, man. Because like, there's many times where it's been a question, man. And
I mean,
I got DQ'd one time. It just is what it is, man. You know.
But even back then, before you guys started using all the judge rulers, everyone was using a different ruler. So yeah, like that makes it even tougher back then. I mean, so now it's awesome that everyone has the same ruler. And the judge has to say, like, it makes it way easier. But before, like, that's probably how you got DQ'd back then.
Yeah.
Using different rules and stuff.
And it doesn't matter who it is. If you're running an event, I mean, it makes no difference if it's your brother-in-law,
No.
good friends of ours or whatever, man. It just has to be fair for everybody. And if it's over, it's over, right? You gotta check them all. So, yeah, Mike on day one at the DQ 3 teams there, 2 overs. It just sucks, man. But
And I feel bad, but I mean, it's not like I have a choice, right?
yeah, no, it is what it is, kind of thing. That's just how it is. Day 2, none, no.
Nobody even
slot
pushed
fish
their limits
DQs.
on day 2.
I was saying it at rules meeting. So at rules meeting, I said not that anyone could hear me. I was just talking to Eric because the mic was just garbled. Oh, there's no mic. We didn't have a real rules meeting. But I was saying there, of all the formats in the years about line burners, this is the year to not necessarily. You don't have to. You get one that's 17 inches to gain another 0.15 pounds or whatever, 0.2.
Yeah.
It's a lot in the end. But with the overs, it's not a lot. You know what I mean? Like we have you go catch a 24-incher, it's going to make up for that like fivefold. You don't have to push it to get DQ your day. A slot tournament's a little bit different because every 0.01 actually makes a difference. So don't bring in don't even push the line burners. I was saying, man. But apparently it wasn't like fishing was. We kept talking about like that's the best walleye lake in the world, but it was slow for Lake of the Prairies this past week. The cold weather and stuff like that had them hunkered down in the channels and stuff. Is what people are saying anyway. You wouldn't know it by me and Mike's 1 hour of fishing though.
Well, no, that was my first time ever fishing that place, and if that's slow, I can only imagine how it is when it's on. Because I'm telling you, it didn't matter. Like I mean, we didn't catch any big fish, unfortunately, but no matter where we went, we were catching fish, man. Like,
remind me, Quinta. We'll get back to this, bro. We're gonna talk Lake of the Prairies, but Quinta, remind me. We'll get back to talking auto life jackets in a bit here, man. We'll get back to that, brother, because that's a good topic. What's up, Mikey boy? Yeah, Santos was saying, man, it's his first time on that lake. So, how did you break it down? It's just everything looks good. That's what I was saying, man. Like everything looks awesome.
I mean, we looked at the maps and we looked at pinch points and stuff on the first day. We looked at obviously the points, anything that we thought we could cast to. I mean, like you said, everything looked good out there, almost everything. But then we noticed that most of our fish on that first day, you need to find some boulders up on the shore. That's where we found more of the fish than other spots. So that's what we were targeting on that first day.
What were you guys like? You were casting for them?
I was casting, yeah. We were both
if it's walleye fishing in June, we love doing that, right?
Casting. So we were just casting. I mean, hindsight, obviously, we should have been jigging like deeper, but the first time there, we never no pre-fishing or nothing. I mean, it was still an awesome time, man. Like, I'm going back. I'm going back.
I did tell you, if it gets windy, start beating the shoreline.
Yeah.
So that lake loves like a wind blown.
Yeah.
Like that's a one way to break it down. But if it's blowing anywhere, some kind of chop, go hit that stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Like not to like rub it in a lot of the teams. Like I'll show you the standings here. Let's show the standings here. So we share it there. Go to Kickerfish, of course, and find all the information. I didn't write an article yet. I'll write an article about the tournament here. I should get that up by tomorrow. But there's the standings. Oh, we have the new option now. Look, you can actually PDF or print it now.
Nice.
I had a lot of the old timers asking me, Russell Lyons were asking, how like I need to print this without doing a copy paste. We got an option now here. So there it is. And you can do a sort. You can sort by day 1, day 2 weight kind of thing. You could do all different kinds of things. But this is the standings. And check it out there. But yeah, me and Mike. So you see the weights there or whatever, and you have the conversion chart. The slots, you knew that fishing was down, weights are down because the slots for 3 fish, the averages was about a pound, 1.4, 1.5 slot, which really some years, when me and Mike got 7th a few years ago, that was like 1.8 was the average. If you weren't getting 1.8.
1.8, if you got like a 1.9 or 1.95, you were doing good.
Yeah.
For 3 fish here. So some teams were bringing in 4 slots or 5 because they couldn't get the overs either. But anyway, me and Mike there, like, we fished for 1 hour, but we were doing lives with other teams, and we were fishing spots where, of course, where nobody is.
Yeah.
We fished a spot that I've never hit before. I don't think Mike's ever hit it before. Just a random shoreline.
Just said, "Oh, that looks good. Wind's blowing in there."
We were casting. We were casting at, I would say, 4 feet of water. Like very, very shallow. And Mike got a 25.75. I had a 22 with 3 others that were at that 21.75 mark. And then some slots. I mean, we would have had an okay bag, but
you guys would have had a real good bag.
In 1 hour of fishing, bro. Come on. That's why I was thinking, oh, the bite's on, man. It must be on here.
Yeah.
It was a little different, I guess, if they were going deeper. People were following these things all over the place. But Santos, tell us all about the. Here's the payouts, by the way. Congrats to Branko and Dario. 17.5K there in the jeans. 51.51. They had 3 30s altogether for the weekend. And then the other one for the 4 overs was a 25, I think, or something like that. But there were some masters brought in. Darren Ziprick and Cooper.
There were some big fish caught.
Man. That's crazy, man. The Branko, man, 2 30s on the last day. Oh my God. Like,
jeez, man. Great to see the mixed teams. 3 mixed teams. 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yeah.
You know, that's awesome stuff there, man. And big fish on day one was Mick and Tanner. They had 2 masters on day 1, but they didn't bring any overs on day 2. So it's hard. You have to string 2 days together, right? It's not easy. It's the thing, man. What's up, Elliot? What's happening, brother? Hi, Sarah. Thanks to Striker Brands there and Sarah Pro Staff for bringing up prizes for that. That's fantastic. We gave a whole bunch out there. And all kinds of categories of this one here. Like I said, we handed it over. It was $42,000 in cash, and then throw on top of that prizes and stuff like that. Eh? So huge thanks to the sponsors there. Those are our silver sponsors too. But Santos, tell us about your DQ on day 2 there.
Oh man, I mean, I learned my lesson. I gotta try and listen to as best as I can on the rules meeting, and then read the rules. So I mean, I never planned on going into the little part of the river, but then I guess the way things happened on the second day, we were forced to go in there, and we see these buoys, and and the beach is right there, and I'm thinking, oh, I guess it's for the beach, and there was a part of me thinking, hey, there's like, why are these buoys here? I never ever thought it was like the boundary, because I'm thinking,
why?
Because I heard people say like, oh, we were in the river the whole time, like the full day, and this short section of the river is short, man. I'm thinking there's no way this is it, that they all fished all day. So I thought it maybe went all the way to the bridge, because I looked at the map the night before, and I saw, okay, I guess it's the bridge.
Did you ever think why those other boats were sitting before the markers?
I thought because they want to go to where this we saw, but the thing that what happened was that I was cautious around. I said, okay, there's something going on. Why are these buoys here? And I said, okay, first it's the beach, whatever. I never thought, and then a boat came through. I said, oh, okay. So I said, okay, I guess it's all right. Like, and we went past it. We never went all the way to the bridge. Nothing. We maybe went past it by like 20 feet. And that's it. We were there for maybe like 5 minutes at the most, and we came back. We saw a boat there, and I saw them like right away go on their phone. And then 30 seconds later, there's the Tolly calling. He goes, "Hey, did you guys go past the white buoys?" And then just
red
goes, there's no white buoys. And then the Tolly says, "Oh, I mean the orange ones." And I go, "Yeah, we did." He goes, "Okay, you guys also come back in."
Yeah, you guys are done. You're DQ'd.
Yeah. So,
my God.
I mean, I learned my lesson. We'll never do that again. I mean, hey,
those buoys right there. I got a picture of Justin with them. There you go, Justin. Those buoys that did you guys in.
Yeah.
You guys didn't have like a winning bag anyway. You were saying you didn't have any
No,
overs that second day.
nothing.
But
I mean, I feel bad, right? Obviously, I screwed up. I feel bad for Justin because I think he heard it a lot from his wife.
You probably heard it too from your wife.
Oh, I heard it. I think because I called her because I didn't realize she was there.
That's a 3-hour ride home, bro. Oh my God.
So I called her, and right away, not even a hi or nothing. It was like, "Thanks for throwing away our money." I said, "Oh crap."
So your wife and Justin's wife, my sister, are in the weigh-in tent and they're working. And then this call comes in or whatever, and like, oh, they're DQ'd. And they go, well, that's his wife and his wife. And oh my God, they're just shaking their head. And you losers.
It'll never happen. I mean, it's the first time I've ever fished or first time I've ever doing a tournament. Obviously, I learned I'm never gonna do it again. I know now for sure. But I'm surprised that it really shocked me that it's such a short run. in that river.
But that short run, if
I know.
some years
Yeah.
you don't even have to go far.
Yeah. So like honestly, I thought like I was surprised that I go, it's so short. There's no way guys are staying there all day. They must have gone like further. Right. But in the end, like I said, it's my fault. I should have read.
Day two, that river kicked out some fish. Like,
Yeah.
We might as well, I'm going to go to the map here. I might as well go to Google Map here.
So that in that river, that tournament's been won in that back corner a few times.
Yeah.
But I guess the lines closed it off because people were flying in there and there's a beach there. That would be why that's closed off where it is. Otherwise, that back corner is really good in the spring.
But the thing is, like, you see buoys. So I asked Justin, all right, so you do see buoys, even if you don't think it's the boundary. What did you think the buoys were for? Oh, it's because there's a beach there. So why would you go inside it then? Like, if there's a beach, like, you don't.
No, we didn't. That's the thing. If the beach is here, the buoys were going to cross, and we were fishing this side out here. We never went near the beach.
It's even worse when the buoys are going across the deep part of the channel.
Well, it's all hindsight now, man. Like, it's like I honestly thought I heard people were fishing there all day, and I said, "There's absolutely no way that this is it."
Really?
Right? So
there's Lake of the Prairies. It's a giant lake. So there's two boundaries. Our takeoff here is down here at the dam, and that's Mississippi Provincial Park. And you can fish all the way to approximately here. There's hydro wires, and you can usually if there is a violation, it's at the north part. Mm-hmm. Because really, there's fishing is incredible up here. People have fished this Roblin Bridge. You guys all know. That's the boundary.
That's where
Heeman was practicing up here.
He was practicing up there, and he says it's so good up there. And then I said, "Well, you can't go past the hydro lights."
So I knew about that boundary up there. I said, Justin, we're not like we see power lines. We're not going.
So this is the river that we're talking about, and then Santos says this is a takeoff. He says it's so short because the buoys are like here, right? Like around here. That's even where the mapping ends. Like when Bahanas and the boys were up there mapping, they ended it here because you can't go past here anyway. I mean, it looks good here in the map. I'm sure Santos is like, oh, I want to get up in there, but buoys here. I don't know. It's in the rules. But this little stretch here, oh my God, this is Bear Cliff. We call this Bear Cliff, me and Nash. Well, I do because I've seen many bears scale that cliff. But this was pumping up fish, Santos. I was checking the standings after.
Yeah.
And the three teams that I saw that were fishing this stretch and outside had a bunch of masters. Not masters, but overs come in.
Yeah.
There was even a boat fishing right here, too.
Like I said, when we got there, we were catching fish again. Like, I said, oh, no. Like, I said, oh, you're telling me this whole thing's like that? So let's keep going.
No lie. Me and the Tolly were out. We had the Starlink, and we were testing out, how it works traveling. And we could do something on the fly. We just fished a random place right here.
Yeah.
I never fished here or whatever.
We fished right there.
Yeah, and we were throwing at it.
Right there.
Casting swim baits. And pow, just hammer. Oh my God. Had we fished all day, bro, we'd be challenging. Anyway, it's hard like not to fish. We fished for an hour, went back kind of thing. But
yeah,
that's the thing, man. Are we covering the whole lake for the kayak derby? No, it's going to be the one launch. I'll go back there. It's the one launch on July 13 at kayak at Pyatt's. Pyatt's is sponsoring, so we're going to do the headquarters here, right there. And so this is like some of the best fishing.
Right there, yeah.
Right there, man. This is where it's going to be on. Yeah. And we're going to keep an eye out on wind and whatnot kind of thing and make sure. If we had to, it might go down to the river, depending on wind, right? If we really had to. But we'll get, as we get closer to. Some people are already asking me because they want to go up there and practice and stuff, and it's coming right out of Pyatt's. So wherever you can get to from there, and there's an end time you got to get back to by then. But killer place, man. I mean, Payman, I wasted half of my fishing time around that bridge. Yeah, man. First time for Payman there. Congrats, Payman. Payman and Mirzad came in 17th place kind of thing. Like, fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
Congrats, brother. Well done. Yeah. Nice work. Because he didn't want to spend money on gas. Ouch.
Wait, Tom, we already went up north, and then we had to we made a run down south into the river, man.
You were, man. I know you guys were up north and stuff. But just a few pictures
There's fish all over the place in that play.
There's your winners. Branco's
Back up.
painting, and
You gotta back
Daria.
up.
Daria.
There you
Oh,
go.
right
There
there.
you go. Yeah.
Father's Day taken down. That's the year-over-year trophy there. Shout out to Jack McLaughlin for the Pal Plastics trophies for take home for first, second, and third. But yeah, that's good stuff there, man. And then CDP Nation again, Cooper Ziprick. So we did that hot seat thingy.
Back
I
up.
sort of got it how I wanted it, but
It confused some people, eh?
I
He
confused
confused
some people
himself.
there. So Cooper, young lad. This guy's been fishing our tournaments since the Northern Walleye Championship. When he was half this age, man, he was much older than Nash. Hats off to Darren Ziprick, their dad. Second place, they got a master on day 2, and another good kicker, and shot them right up at 38 pounds. Like,
Nice.
well done, man. Top Lund, top angler, adult youth team there. So good stuff
Well,
there.
And Hildebrandt came out first time ever.
Yeah, like a lot of people, their first time up there, hammering fish. They just like the lake is so good. If you've never fished Lake of the Prairies, make a trip. Put it on your to-do list because I keep saying it's the best lake, man.
I was telling Eric, if Hecla and Lake of the Prairies were the same distance, I would go to Lake of the Prairies every time over Hecla, man.
Oh,
It
for
just-
sure.
You can fish different ways, right?
Yeah.
Paul Tilley and Dave Simpson, CDP Nation, congrats. 7th place finish. They were in 37th after day 1. And in this format, really, you go get 2 masters, whatever it is, 2 big ones, and you're right back in it kind of thing. And they shot right up there. They got cool under pressure and 7th place. So,
And that's what we talked about when we were talking about the format for this. Because we always like that. You always want to have a chance on day 2 to get back into it.
that's the thing. With a slot tournament, like there's some situation where you're out already. There's
You're
no
out
mathematically,
already.
you're not even possible, right? So it's nice to have a format like that there. There's Paul. Paul is 2 for 2. He emo tournament, cashed a check. Great start to the
Nice.
season, and then cashed another check over here. So that's one of Simpson Tilley's things. So what was your feedback on the cash border release? Because I know there was a lot of people just sort of, okay, we'll try it. And there's a lot of people that didn't even come in because they just, I'm not even gonna try it. I'll let people tell me about it after, kind of thing. So
I mean, okay, so if we went with the people that do it on a regular basis, we know they like it, right? So their feedback's always positive. Now, the people that have never done it before, it's a lot for them to absorb. So after day 1, there's a lot of people that were kind of still on the fence, but then after, Val and Divine talked to people, and Divine spoke to more people the next morning. I spoke to people on the other dock. Then they began to kind of take it in a little bit more. And then they said it's kind of nice because now we can go for the big fish and no stress.
yeah, and catch him, put him back in. Like, you're not thinking about running him. Remember, you used to run him in. Shit,
Yeah.
we got a 29. Now we got to because you don't want it
Back.
going belly
And
up.
I got to
against
run
something,
them in,
just
and
run
then
it in.
somebody snipes right into the spot that you're sitting on. Now you can just stay
Your
there.
spot, or
Like,
it's going to cost us $100 to run it back in because these are long
Well,
runs.
and I think one
you
of
have to, you know.
And I think one of the other people's doubts is about, like, rulers. Like, hey, like, anyone could take a photo, whatever. But the fact is, you guys are handing out rulers the day of, so these are legit rulers. They're not. No one
they're not
can do
tampered
anything.
with,
They're
nothing.
not tampered, nothing.
Then
And
they
I
got
think
handed back at
that-
the end of the day.
They got
and
handed
you
back in.
examine if they're tampered with, right?
Like,
Serial
I
number.
think the biggest feedback was, why do I got to hold the head in the right hand? So it was explaining the process.
Yeah.
Because the left side and the right side have this, neither side is identical. So it's markings that we're looking for. We're looking for no less than 3 markings to prove that it's the same fish.
Yeah.
So it was just a matter of teaching people. Like, look at you and I. We went out and we were going to send one in. You said, whoa, you got the head in the wrong hand.
It's the
So I
thing,
had to
man.
switch it around.
It is a
right?
team, man. So like, let's send one in, like, to the girls, because they said it was slow or whatever. Like, we're gonna actually score our fish here because Mike got a big one.
Yeah.
And I didn't even score my 22. We should have. Then Mike holds it, bro, man. Like, the head's in your left hand. I go, oh,
Yeah.
that's right. You know what I mean? Like, and that's we run the tournaments and freaking you still forget. So it's a team thing. And like Mike said, we have to just explain. Well, why? You're just doing that just because? Like, no, it makes it way easier to identify that the same fish on the measuring board, same fish in
Yeah.
the hero shot, because now the hero shot has to have the angler's face because no, it's one of you two anglers. And then the fish tags, because then we know that it was caught that day. Same with the serial number. There's all kinds of different checks and balances for that. And then the release, I'm gonna have like this release video has got to go extra long. That fish has to like disappear. And then you have, when you get a receipt at the end of the day, there's a rule you got to add there where it came up in kayak too, where we're getting like, oh, can you look at this again? And mistakes can happen. You're looking at over hundreds and hundreds of fish that the girls are looking at. You could miss something or misscore something, or you could do a typo even. So if you put it, what I have a 28, and then the receipt comes back to you 25 and a half, you should like message, hey, are you sure that's 25 and a half? Because I see 28 myself. Or in reality, it's more like 26. And then I see 26 and a quarter. Like, can you look at it again? And they'll look at it again. Like, I mean, like, we'll look at it all together, but you have to add, like, you can't do it at night after the awards are done. Hey, you missed a quarter inch on me here, man. Holy shit. Well, once they're finalized. You got a receipt. Same thing was happening at the kayak event. So there's like little tweaks because you only learn by each event kind of thing. And that's how we got to this point now, because each event.
Well, and it's, you know what, it's I think we talked about it on Friday morning. It's education to the people that have never done it before. There's going to be mistakes.
Yeah.
It's just got to be kind of corrected, pointed out, and then just go from there. But
that's the thing.
But there's no need for anybody to get upset because you're the one doing it. It's not the girls. It's not me. It's not Eric.
We talked to people after, and of course, anyone's going to be hot. You get DQ'd. When I got DQ'd, man, I want to freaking choke Al Peranto and Craig Stapon, man, and find thoughts. I was like, fuck, I was going to flip the trailer over and everything. But then you think about it after, and it's like, well, whose fault is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm using the Frabill folding ruler that goes into itself.
Yeah.
Or like a side. You learn that lesson once. I mean, like in the end, you go like, well, the rules are like, yeah, you know what? So then you learn that lesson or whatever. I haven't been DQ'd since that. If I was
now we have
after that, it was because I know. Did I take a DQ?
No, we did. Remember, we didn't check in after the Falcon Lake one time.
Oh no, but not for a slot fish.
Yeah, no, not for slot fish.
I know one of the other feedbacks, like the negative feedback, was, oh, it takes so long. 8 minutes. How does it take 8 minutes to?
Wow, I know. There's no way.
So 8 minutes.
The big thing is, you leave the fish in the net. Just leave it in the water. That's all you got to do.
Sub 30.
And then somebody's just got to get the camera ready, pull the number out, flip the fish in, grab it with your right hand, put the sticker on it, hold it up, take the photo, lay it down, take a photo,
and then
make sure it's a good photo, start the video, say, okay, are we going? Yeah. Pick it up, take the tag off, put it in the water. Like literally a minute and a half at the most.
Only if it's like, for whatever reason, struggling or you're checking photos just to make sure, but it's 20 seconds. I mean, I did it with Nash. How many times?
Yeah.
And it's always 20 to 30 seconds. So, I mean, but that comes with practice, though.
You got no head left.
I know, but the thing is, the pictures have to be good, though.
Well, no,
he'll look over at his dead stick or he's looking at a bald eagle while he's doing it. Like, God, man, what if we were in a tournament? But anyway,
it's all practice, like you said.
It's practice. It's just look at it on day one. I just say this before I get back to Santos. Day one, Divine had 5 penalties, and there was 4 DQ fish, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then eventually we were able to go prove that the fish were the same fish too. But on day 2, nothing. No penalties or no DQs on the CPR side. It only took that one day and feedback, like real, like you get now, like you get their attention, right? It's almost like, what the hell did I do wrong here or whatever? There was only one team that on day 1, and that's 4th place. They ended up in 4th. Yeah, 4th place, and they would have been 2nd. One of their 24s, just there's no release video.
Yeah,
and we can't. I mean, we can't. We've DQ'd fish that don't count, and in the end, and they couldn't. They never ended up replacing it. Yeah, they cost them $2,500 theoretically, kind of thing. Because, or in reality, that's the team they're on. That's one of their. They got a 30.
Oh, back up. Just hold tight for a second.
See if it'll.
It doesn't want to focus, eh?
Yeah, just straight. Well, you got because your phone's cockeyed. Straighten it out.
There you go.
There, that's why. There you go. But yeah, nice work, guys, there or whatever. And they did way better second day. And it goes, Ron's like, I take full responsibility. He's like, it just, we're learning, right? We're learning as we go. And I understand that you can, like, why can't you just trust me, bro? And that's the whole thing. We can't trust me, bro. You know, on Facebook, oh, everyone has a 30-incher on Lake Winnipeg every weekend because it's trust me, bro. But in a tournament, it has to like legit.
But the thing, it's the
everything, right?
integrity, right? You're trying to keep the integrity of the tournament.
Hence, we learned a lot at this one. We learned a lot again here. Hence, more tightening up of rules.
Yeah.
For
One was zap collar on Labopa when he starts talking too fast.
I need to just slow down. I like I'm telling everybody, if I would just slow down and relax a bit, because that freaking mic on Thursday threw me off, and I couldn't do my real show. Friday, fuck it, Mike, you talk all you want. Devon, you can talk. I'm not even going up there. I was so mad already, man. We didn't do any deck, no deck of cards. People were like, "Where's all the draws?" Now we're not doing nothing. I'm tired. You're tired. We're gonna eat this supper, and you're all going home. I shut the place down, basically. Oh fuck, I was so mad. But I had a little bit better mic on the thing, but I just was off the game there. So I read the wrong list. Thought, oh my god, that just got people's hopes up. They thought. Anyway, we'll go to Tony first. Assuming CPRO would be a lot harder than a Yak since you don't have a second rig to fix the video.
Actually, it's not. I don't find it that hard.
You just have to do a process, and there's no hero shot.
There's no hero shot, right? So it makes it a little easier.
Is, if you let go of the fish, it could jump out on you. So you
not for me.
Well, Mike puts a net. I don't know. He's got a clip that he's gonna handcuff this freaking
clamp or something.
Silence of the Lambs. These fish are gonna be silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs, bro.
Come up with all that stuff or whatever. But what if you're left-handed? I know. I'm left-handed. I'm lefty, man.
I don't know, somewhere around here.
I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm making a shirt. A Kickerfish new shirt. Head in the right hand. It's coming. I was just designing it, man. But it just helps, man.
I was just telling everybody, right is right.
Right is right, bro.
There you go.
Not white is right.
White is right too. Stu Hennessy. I'm backing it because big fish are back in play. A lot of people have said that, man. If big fish are in play, Seagrass was very simple. Just a few key things to remember, and it's just practice. Just a few times. It doesn't take too much. A few times of doing it, and you get your process. I was trying to tell people at rules too, like it doesn't really matter who caught the fish, because sometimes you want to go, if you caught the fish, you're in the picture now. But now you need two people. You know, your process could be off.
Yeah,
it's a lot safer to have one person handling, and whoever the better one is, and whoever's better with the phone.
Yeah,
and you get this process.
I actually think,
like you said,
the most important thing is the person on the phone.
Huge.
That's the biggest part of that whole thing is the person on the phone.
No, and like with practice, you guys get a system down, and then you just double check things, right? Like take as many photos as you can. Don't worry about the photos. Take as many as you can, and then you get one, and then straight to the video. Like, but make sure that video is recording, man. You got to double check.
Well, the other thing too is I think if you don't send it right away on the WhatsApp app, if you use it, you lose it. Right?
Yeah. WhatsApp.
So if you do it on your phone and then go in and then send that, because your phone automatically saves it, but that WhatsApp does not save it automatically.
And that's what people didn't hear again.
Right away.
That's how that Ron Cornell team lost their 24. They didn't have the video. They took the video.
Yeah.
You can take it and it stops. Like it actually has a video just sitting there. But if you don't hit send, it's gone. Like it just completely. And that's what happened. And it just sucks that happened. So because on your phone, like even if we have this WhatsApp thingy, if all else fails, you can physically go up to the Weighmaster
and show
and show your phone and verify it in person, kind of thing. Because you have your check-in time. It was interesting because I thought cell service would be an issue with this one. Lots of things are going to miss. But as soon as they were driving back for check-in, ping, 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 they're coming through. The ones who were fishing far away out of service. As soon as they got halfway down the lake, it was all pinging through. By the time they brought their actual unders for weigh-in, Divine and Val were already verifying at the same time, and you can see him live typing it in. Callie's typing in weights. It would happen to me 3 or 4 times where Callie's typing in their weight that you yelled out, Mike, and Brent, and then Divine is typing in 23.75 at the same time. It was so cool, man. Yeah. Then they hit sort, and this is wild. I like that, man. It's real life. Mike said, just take a video and screenshot. The thing with that is you can, and it's up to you to take your screenshots out of the video, depending on the phone or depending what quality you're taking. The screenshot, like someone tried it, they did a screenshot and it
could be blurry.
Yeah, you got to, I don't know, you got to be in 4K or something like that. Like make sure that if your videos, I know sometimes if I'm in video, I take a screenshot in the video, and it's clear as day. It all depends, though. I mean, whatever you need to do,
Yeah.
kind of thing, almost, right? Same thing for on day one. We would have been above Clayton at 15th place if I had that release video taken. Probably. Well, there you go. See, you go. Look at that. I like that. Eh? You got a big famous YouTuber in there, and it's like that's your marker of who to beat. At least I beat Clayton. I like how that is, man.
Picking on Clayton. Happy belated birthday to Clayton, by the way.
Oh yeah, happy
hey?
birthday,
Happy
bro.
birthday, man.
Like a lot of people at the bass tournaments, like they just go Gussie's in it or Jamie Bruce, and they go, well, they're always that's your marker.
Yeah.
Gussie's win 13th. Oh, at least I beat Gussie. Like that's that kind of stuff or whatever.
So now that you brought up Clayton, he actually wants to come on because there's something that's going to be going on at Lake of the Prairies that he wants to talk about.
Yeah, we'll talk. Maybe next week even we'll do it already, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
We talked about it here. Manitoba Wildlife Federation showed us what they were trying to do, and they were asking the membership if we were down. I think it passed. The resolution passed to defend it, to fight it, kind of thing. We'll talk about that next weekend. Keith Moores, what's going on? Shotgun start, go straight, not cross over the river. That's one of the rules I got to put in there. Is some specifics on takeoff. So it's a
Gotta be
shotgun
careful,
start.
man.
I don't understand what people are thinking. You go to the far side to cut across everybody to go into the river.
Doesn't it happen every year, Mike? It seems like if you're gonna fish the river, we showed the map earlier.
Go close to the river, man. Start
You
as
know that's your
close as you
starting
can.
spot.
Yeah.
Go to
I'll
that
tell
side.
you what, the worst one. One year, Craig Ferris was in the first flight. We were in the second flight, and he was fishing. Wasn't that far from takeoff, and he's going across, and the whole field is coming right at him,
Oh my God.
and he keeps going across.
Yeah.
And he looked like Captain Morgan standing there looking at us coming, and I'm lined directly to hit him at 60 miles an hour. So three of us had to just veer off either way. It's just like,
Ouch.
what are you
Yeah.
doing? Craig says, had nowhere to go, so I just figured I'd keep my line.
I'll get hit. It's okay.
I started laughing. Oh, man.
Shout out to
Jeez.
Craig Ferris, by the way. Big Windy Custom Rods and Mola Chance, Bait Boys Tackle. They had a custom rod that we deck of cards on the Thursday for the Russell Youth Fishing Club. Sold all the deck of cards, $520, right to the youth anglers there. Chris Gahn won the 50-50 that evening. He won $830, and he promptly donated $415 back to the kids too. So
Yeah,
Nice.
which is awesome.
we raised a whole bunch. People bought burgers and hot dogs for the kids, and they had their own raffle too for a generator inverter kind of thing and some prizes. So awesome stuff, man. Russell Youth Fishing Club. There aren't too many around anymore, but that one's going strong, and they're like they've won the last 3 years, I think, and they're in that little league. So
They have.
that's awesome. And Brent Kempthorne and the Russell Youth Fishing Club. If you're passionate about fishing and stuff like that, you can certainly. I think they have something online still you can look up and start your own fishing clubs out there, man. It's great to have. I like seeing all the kids fishing and learning fishing, all that kind of stuff for sure. Only feedback I should have been stated in the email, especially the rules meeting, that people should take the picture of it. Oh yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah,
That's what he said in his next comment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's you should put it in the rules there. That it should be in there. We've never had an issue before, but it started happening.
Yeah.
I think it started happening at the B-side Open in the winter, because some people were doing it that way, and a lot of people were doing it that way over here too, and that no issue.
I wonder if it was just a change, like maybe an update they had done.
Something like
on
that.
the app,
where
right?
It's to do with the caching. Like if you did it and send it away, it's fine, but it's to do with caching. So I said, like, you do your process and send it away, even if you're not in service. Once you come into service, whatever, 4 hours later, it'll come through.
Yeah.
And something to do with that wasn't happening. We're saying, oh shit, we're gonna have to swap that around now and just say use your own phone, because at least it lives there, right?
Yeah.
I usually record my holds and then I can edit video and pull frame up, like edit, and see, look at that. So someone talked about that, like, all right, so what if you like AI this shit now?
Yeah.
Take your photo and like AI it or whatever. The meta in there holds if it thinks something's been edited in that sense or whatever. With really sophisticated systems, you might need the U of M, but they can find out whatever. I mean, who knows? This stuff's getting better. There's telltale marks and stuff like that. But it ever got to that point, then you were found out. Oh my God, then you're sort of done there, man. If you're doing that, and you only have that day. So I mean, people do crazy things or whatever, but you could tell. I mean, at the moment you can, but geez, shit. If you were talking about that, what if you just AI a photo now?
Yeah.
If it ever gets that good, then you have to
good.
you learn. Then you'd have to learn that and have different things. We'd have to run it through a filter every time. You know what I mean?
Up then, yeah.
And you can run filters on them and stuff.
Crystal Bope, I think, would you lock us out so we can't present anything?
Maybe. Shouldn't though. You should be able to. Oh yeah. What about the light jacket? There you go, Quinton. It's the
I was going to bring up the Prairie Walleye Masters in Dryden, but I can't even bring that up.
I saw Jamie Bruce had record weights over in Dryden.
So the record got broken 3 times.
3 times. Oh,
the record as in overall weight at Dryden.
Overall weight, yeah. Like the heaviest weight, like the record now is 45.94 pounds. And that was, I think it's Kyson and Brett Jeanson. They won the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's some big fish that came in. Like Samsel and Dingwald were leading there for a bit.
Past champions.
Yeah.
So usually
Jamie
these two
Bruce
tournaments
ended up in 9th.
They're alternate weekends.
Yeah.
Usually, and then there's an odd time where they overlap every how many years.
You got to click on the photo of the guys. No, you got go ahead and try that one, but I tried it didn't work.
For results?
Yeah, see, that's all it does. Go back.
Yeah, so maybe
it's a weird one. Click on their
picture. Yeah.
Click on the picture, and now you got full results.
There you go.
That's what I'm telling you. That's a weird website.
Jensen's won this one here, 45.94. So what is it? It's 2 over 23 and 3 under. No, different rules in Ontario now.
No, two over 2 under.
Was it catch photo or scale? Still scale. Right?
Scale. It's all scale. Right. They do the boat parade through the arena.
And they actually bring it in there. People go, oh, you guys should do that here too. Yeah, but without any fish to show.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah,
there's no point really. Yeah,
it's cool though.
So what was the record before then?
I think it was like 42 something.
2 over 2 under.
Eh?
Yeah.
So how many?
So then I was talking to Haga.
This used to be waiting list too back in the day.
Yeah, I was talking to Haga, and he says, he said your favorite lake out of the whole place was out of bounds this year because there was a floating bog.
Oh, really?
Bog.
Yeah. No, I don't know if it was true or not, but it seemed like a lot of people were kind of upset about it.
The small one, like mink or whatever it's called, the small lake.
Trap.
Oh, trap. Well, that's the where you have leeches and trap. Oh my god. Yeah. Look at this big fish, bro. 11.86 was the biggest one. And that's not conversion chart. That's on scale.
That's on scale, yeah.
Yeah. So these are
look at how many triple-digit fish or double-digit fish there are.
Damn,
6 of them. That's like 630s. You're talking something like that.
Yeah.
Huge, man. Nice work. All the way down to 6. A 6 pound would be like 26 inches or so. You're looking at, give or take. So if you're talking about Manitoba Masters, there's this top half here. You're talking 9 pounds. Would pretty much be very close to 28 plus. There's a whole pile of them. It's pretty good, man. Yeah, Dryden. He'll be back to opposite weekends next year again. So,
I get to go fish it again.
So Mike can fish it.
To go back.
Mike
I
can
go
fish
back there again. Yeah. I might go back there too. But I really should be fishing that.
That's such a good lake. That's a good tournament.
Well, it's a set of lakes too, right? It's pretty cool that it's
like 7 lakes or something.
You got Wabigoon, but then you can go there's like a bunch of lakes to hit, man. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, Trap.
It's like a mini lake of the world.
Turtle Pond.
Yeah.
Rock, Denoric.
Denoric is where we were doing last time, me and Santos. With a little bit of practice there, but Dingwall is all cash that check. Oh, they're all good up there. They're all good.
They always are. They're always up there. They
know what to do, man.
Yeah.
So what was Quinton saying here about life jackets? Oh yeah, one popped out on him.
It was just sitting in the car or something, he said.
So that's
heat. That's why.
Well, it's humidity. So if a lot of your entry level ones, inflatables, they have a tablet in there that dissolves, which is what triggers the CO2 to inflate.
Yeah.
So those systems. So your Bass Pro Shop ones, your MIT 70s that we gave out to and stuff. There's something that dissolves there when it gets hit with water. So humidity could do it. It could be a compartment in your boat if there's humidity and stuff like that could do it. For some reason, it was humid in your car that you came back and it popped up, kind of thing. It doesn't happen too often, but under the right conditions, you'll dissolve that thing enough and it'll go. If you have a hydrostatic, more expensive ones, they go by atmospheric pressure. So you got to be 4 inches below water, and that's what triggers that. They're more expensive, But that's what triggers it. Hence, you're like your elites. You see what Gussie wears. You see my little gray vest one. That's the elite bass fishing ones. Those are hydrostatic, and that's why they cost $350. But they won't do that. They won't do that from the humidity and stuff. They actually be in the water. That's what it is, bro.
I remember Nicholas jumped off the dock one day with one of mine on. Jumped off. Also here. You didn't. I turned around. Oh yeah, you did.
And then now you got to rearm those, right?
Yeah. Oh well,
It's not,
but I've
it's
had
not
a
like you
couple
just
of the other
sort of
ones
deflated
sitting in my
your back.
locker. I had a few in the locker just go off.
And they pop. Yeah, just
They pop.
I've nothing against the Cabela's ones, but those are the ones they tend to. It happens with those
Yeah.
ones. I don't know what brand.
That's
What
what
brand
they
was yours, bro? Yeah, our Mustang Survival ones tend to be better at
It was
not doing that.
The ones that went off on their own were Cabela's.
Yeah, they tend to they would just go off, man. Every once in a while, they open up one of the lockers and big thing there or whatever. So, but yeah, that's what it is there, man. But then these inflatables, someone was asking, like, there was a guy at Lake of the Prairies there. I have one, I just don't trust it, so I still use foam.
Yeah.
And uses foam everywhere, and then it's fine. Foam's gonna float no matter what, right? It's gonna float, man. But the inflatables, if you don't trust it, then yeah, whatever you feel safe in. But you it'll show if it's red or green. That's the biggest thing. If it shows that it's armed, it'll go. But the things, they do expire to the O2. CO2 does. They're 5 years in there. Then after that, and they'll be stamped.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to check. I got 1 year. That's just, I think one of my HATs, my Lumicraft ones, I think it's just I have to rearm it. It might have hit its life there or whatever. So the life jacket in the system is fine. It's just the CO2's got to be legally. It'd probably be good for 15 years, but legally it's 5 years on there. And of course, if that's what they say, then
You want it to work, man. You got to change.
you should have it proper
gotta
kind of
change
thing
it.
or whatever.
If you're depending on it,
So
why chance it?
my thing is, man, if it's cold water, I use foam. I really do. If it's Pine Falls,
Yeah.
I go to my foam ones. I have one that the Axel has actually fur lined here or whatever, or fleece lined on the neck. I use foam in cold water, man. Or I have my float jackets that people make fun of me, but I have the Mustang.
I have my floater suit.
Yeah, the floater suit, a float jacket, float pants, whatever you want to wear. Like I use that in cold water because you want to really make sure that sometimes in the summer, I don't know, you swim backstroke to the beach if you want to, man. But cold water is a different
water. You can't, man.
Oh yeah, shit, that's some dangerous shit to do that up there. But yeah, I was just showing more fish there or whatever. Mick Turdovsky, I thought maybe, who knows, maybe he's gonna pull off a win for the old man. You know, Mike Turdovsky, the originator of these tournaments out there on the Lake of the Prairies, passed away last year. Father's Day. Close enough. His partner, Tanner, there, they had back-to-back. Look who's in the background. You see the background?
Yeah, that's Simpson.
That's Simpson until Simpson in the back.
I'll tell you what, they did not, when they say they did not move, they did not move, bro.
Every time you pass by.
Oh, they sat in one spot, man. Like legit.
Well,
Sat
both
in
of
one
teams?
spot.
Or Simpson?
No, Simpson. They sat in one spot the whole time, man.
If you find fish, though, I told you, me and Mike fished one reef one day, like the whole Sunday. We never moved from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I mean, why leave fish to find fish, right?
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, like in that adage only holds true if you're looking for a certain size. At a certain point, there's a pattern. It tells you.
But this was a complete different story, right? Because it was a slot tournament, so we were getting all size slots, so we just sat there.
Yeah,
15 to 19. So you're going to get a perfect 17 and a half eventually after you catch 150.
Just needed the ones that looked like me and not Eric.
I know, they were just skinny. There's one of the winning fish there is Branco.
Jeez, look at that.
Yeah, that one's a 31. That was a 31 from Sunday
morning. Told me the story about that one today.
What's the story on?
So him and Daryl, they were fishing, and Daryl yells at, like, Branko sees something about 60, 70 feet out. So he casts to it. And then Daryl says, "Dad, get the net." So he puts his rod down, goes, scoops the fish in. I think he said it was like 25-inch fish or something like that.
Yeah.
So he goes back to his rod, and he starts to reel down, and he doesn't feel his jig, and he keeps reeling, and then all of a sudden it starts to load up, and he set the hook.
Jeez, man.
He says, doesn't matter how much equipment it is. Sometimes you just need to get lucky.
Man.
Lucky to be good and good to be lucky.
Yeah.
Man.
So
Like,
I guess that
like,
thing came up from the deep, and then
just
he seen it and threw at it, and then left his bail open, so it just dropped straight down, and it picked it up from the bottom.
Practicing for a tournament, like Branko is off work at the moment. That's why I said whenever guys like tournament guys or really good anglers retire, tournament field has to watch out because now they're retired and they can really practice. And Branko's practicing like a mofo, and he was on him at water temperature where like he was just.
He knew
bait fish was more up north, he says. So the ones down south are hungrier. And he had his whole thing.
You must have talked to him. When did you talk to him? Yesterday or today?
I was picking his brain. Over there at the awards.
Yeah, he gave me the whole rundown of the whole week.
I'm always fascinated by that stuff or whatever. So I always like try to find out the goods. And
but
stuff
it's
like
just the things that he watches is what blows my mind away. Like every detail.
Yeah.
Even if the knot's too big, he'll switch to a different knot. Like, you know, in like I have a new bass magazine here, for example, like that just came in the mail. And they talk about sometimes on the bass guys, you're going for 5 pound, 6 pound bass. But they're going down to 2 pound test. And like that's like, why the hell would you do that or whatever, right? But like Branko's one of those guys where, like, what are you using, Eric? My usual 8 and 8 braid and my 8 pound of fluoro. You're missing fish. Like, no good. Like, he's on like he's doing a 6 and 4 and 6. Like, what?
Go real
but
light.
Sometimes
the
proof's in the pudding if you're catching fish, though. I mean, so it makes a difference anyway. Oh yeah, I got a digital version of this after. I'm still reading it. Read that. It just stays in the washroom.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how he just breaks it down to science, man. Right? Like you said, there's no bait fish up north, so or whatever, so they'll be biting more than south. I mean, me and Justin saw where he was fishing too, man. Like,
man,
shit.
Go beside him here. If you see him, if you're fishing Lac Du Bonnet walleye shootout, you know who to shit hawk now. We're bringing back the old Cape Copper mine there. This is coming back here. It's a 2-day tournament. First 2-day tournament on Lac Du Bonnet in a long time, brothers.
Yeah.
Let's get some people up for this one year. Man, this will be good. 600 team entry fee. So it's all CPR, 4 best walleye per day. And we'll talk a little bit, just a short segment on really if you go by if how many 30 inches were caught at Lake of the Prairies, this one's going to see with half the anglers, like half the teams, you're going to see double the 30s. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
See more, yeah.
You're going to see it. You're going to see a lot in the high 20s.
Yeah.
And a couple in the 30s for sure.
It's not a numbers lake by any means. You're still going to get good numbers if you're on them, but the size.
It's a size. There's big fish in that lake.
Yeah.
Big fish here, man. And you can fish them any way you want here too or whatever, but there's some community spots. There's some hidden things or whatever, but it's not it's a giant system, but a lot of it's not like you just hit any shoreline here kind of thing, right? So
no, it's a little different.
There's some more likely places and stuff like that. Yeah, but you get out there and fish for a little bit and you'll see. But come on out. We have a Sunday barbecue. Shout out to Drifters for hosting that for us on the Sunday. Like it's a nice, just easy going tournament over here. Big fish awards and stuff like that. All kinds of cash being handed out. So come on out for that one there. Check it out. It's all on Kickerfish there. All the info. Let's get some teams there. Love to see 30 teams at that one. That'd be sweet.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, you can see all that.
To get 30.
Have you seen all the Bigfoot stuff now, Mike, or no?
Yeah, it's like nonstop.
It is. There is
all we get.
Nonstop.
350,000 versions of this. Like, who's making all these? It can't just be one account making them.
No, you can actually download. You can download the app to make your own.
Is that what it is?
Really?
And they're hilarious. Some of them are like just straight stupid, but they're fun, and they're just getting crazier and crazier, man. Oh my god, I'm just laughing my ass up on these Bigfoot things or whatever. I should have downloaded. Some is like just not PG either. Me and Nash have been watching some, man. The ones where they were dynamiting the fish.
Yeah.
And then they're eating them after. Like, geez, man. It's just
there was
flooding
one that there was a Yeti that was sleeping with a white woman.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The internet wins, man. The internet wins. Always wins for sure, bro. I mean, that's just how it is, man. They win all the time. I'd last week's freaking title was hiding baits. We didn't even talk about hiding baits. We never talked about hiding baits today either, but we're gonna wrap it up in a second here. I had one year that he sent this on CDP, not on Doc Talk. But shout out to Jay Daniels, man. Like 28 and change for this drum. up north by at the mouth of Netley.
Netley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the boats in the background. Water's low, man. Water's like once there's
Super
all
low.
that kind of mud. See all the mud there? You see the boats in the background there?
Took students out today, man. Just it's low, man. It is low.
How was the fishing? Catch them?
Nah, slow too. We were just by the steam plant again.
Okay, yeah.
So slow.
The drum aren't out? The drum should have been out there, man. Not yet.
Need some rain. It's got to rain
or
here.
something, man.
Any other beasts of the weeks here? I haven't apologized.
There are beasts of the weeks. We've seen a few.
Oh, I didn't even. Oh, you can go here. Go recent media. Let's see that. There you go. Corey McBarachi and Mooneye.
Mooneye.
Yeah.
Early for Mooneye yet, man. Usually it's an August thing, right? People start going for the run in the Winnipeg River, but of course they're there all the time. Nice work. Mooneye are fun. Mooneye are fun to catch for sure. Derek Kalmos, he was just saying there. He was saying it was a slow morning for them at Lac Du Bonnet. Then he remembered these guys talked about transition zones early season and put it into play there, and they found fish. I'm like, shit, they were getting walleye and
It's almost like we know what we're talking about.
Sometimes, eh?
Almost a little bit. That was the kid's personal best. They got 3 generations in the boat there. It was his personal best pike, by the way, at 31 inches. So congrats.
Nice
work there. Santos, remember, he's in for Kids Beast of the Week. Eh?
Yeah.
If you can remember that there, man. Nice work there. Look at that. Awesome stuff there, Derek. Good job. Colton Single, I missed his last week, actually. Like I was saying, didn't get them all. But I think he has to head home now. I think the forest fires are all for you can go home now. But he's fishing. Him and Gurdon are fishing in the jackpot. Fishing the jackpot on Thursday. If anyone's down for a Thursday evening fish, like this is something we've never done before. We're talking 5 p.m. to 9:30. Yeah. These are the longest days of the year, right? So right now it's about to be 9:30. It'll be light like this. Look outside your window. You're just wrapping up the fishing. Come back to Pinawa Bay. We're gonna give you rulers and fish tags. Catch your 5 best fish. Be scoring it on same thing on WhatsApp. I'll get your chats going and beat up on all these fish before the NBA event on Saturday. All the fish will be beat up. Not that the big ones will count anyway. Big ones don't count at that one. So, or the true giants anyway.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's too bad. Missing the boat on that one.
Freedom's taken Pelican Lake. Still stuff going on there at Pelican Lake.
Holy, eh?
Yeah. There's a lot of.
It's too bad, man.
On there, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, this is us.
You kind of knew this was going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know. There's lots of good lakes out in the West, man. You can do better than Pelican Lake. There's a million lakes out there. RCP came out to visit too there. They go trying to get Mike.
That was right when Val and Hutch got back.
Yeah.
And Hutch was saying how fast Val was going, and then
maybe they were speeding.
Literally 4 minutes later, the RCMP show up, and right away we all point to Val. She's right there.
You see the new Strong Pass coming up for the 20th, 17 under King to VRL with adult company there. Strong Pass for the trains, bro? Is that what that is?
That's that.
Have you guys ever ridden the train?
Yeah.
I have never ridden. Divine has. When I used to live in Pickle Lake, she came out to visit. So she went from Main Street, Winnipeg here to Savant Lake. And I picked her up in the middle of the bush. She's just unboarding a train in the middle of the forest. And there was no cell phones back then. I had my little flip, but there was no service, man. Imagine if I wasn't there waiting. But
I used to took a train to a summer camp.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
I would like to ride like straight Harry Potter, man. I'd like to ride it. I've never ridden a train. Not in that sense. Red River X maybe or something.
It'd be neat to actually go through the mountains with it on in a train.
Yeah, I've always said I want to do that. If you take a train and you go through the Banff or something, I think that would be fantastic. I think. I don't know if there's any other. Oh yeah, Brandon Elliott. It's been a while. He says disqualified, cut off. Good job out there, boys. He's been.
It's in the left hand.
Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff here. Oh, Rochelle, this is current too. New personal best for her year. What did she say? 39, 38 or something like that? Some giant anyway.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, good job there, Rochelle. Good job on that one there. Who's our beast of the week? And this was the winner from a while back.
The May one.
Anyway, who's the winner then?
I'm gonna go with Rochelle's cat. That's
And
a
your
big
personal
cat.
best, eh?
You can tell it's a big cat just by the snout on it.
Big old bull. We call them like these bull catfish or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Rochelle Iofson, you win there. Iofson.
Nice.
That reminds me actually. Icelandic name, but Kickerfish is running a kids derby, working with Piotrowski at the Icelandic Festival on August long weekend. So there's only 20 sets of tickets because we have that the pier where all the mural is. There's only 20 sections, and it's adult youth. There's only 20 sets of 20 team tickets available, $50, and it'll be like a 3-hour derby or something like that on the Saturday. More details coming out soon, but keep an eye out for that or whatever. That's cool, man. That's like, we'll see what wins. It'll be everything: perch, walleye, drum, or something like that. It's something cool, man. Yeah. No, it's interesting. It's only 20 tickets though, so I'll put it out there and we'll see. We should sell that out, I would imagine.
I've been on that one too. I've been on that one too. I think everybody's gone for a ride on that one.
I've been on that Assiniboine Park one. Taking a train from Terrace Beach to the Smiths in a few weeks. Oh, get out of here, eh? You took the train from Nairobi to Mombasa, bro? Fuck, that's cool, man. You see like elephants and stuff. Wild. Terrace Beach. It's gonna be nice. Anyway.
That'll be a nice ride, man.
Cool stuff. Anyway, that's another episode here, man. I'm sure we could keep talking about the Prairie Walleye Classic forever here, man. All kinds of, like I said, photos. But congrats to everybody. I'm gonna have a story out on Kickerfish tomorrow, Wednesday. Get it out there. Thursday evening, message me if you want to take part in that bass. It's only $100 a team. So if you're out there, maybe you're practicing for the tournament on Saturday or something like that, spread the word. Come on out. It's just a fun event there. All cash goes out. Winner, it might be winner take all, to be honest. If you have like 10 teams, it'll be $1,000, something like that. These jackpots are common in the States. They really are.
They do them all the time, man.
Leagues and they have jackpots. And
every like they have Windy Wednesdays. They got
like
Dirty Tuesdays.
These small clubs, man, they run like you said, nighttime
tournaments.
Like
that's what it's like bowling night. They have like regular weekday jackpots, and it'd be cool if we had it here too. We'll try one out here, man. I think it's fun. I got to get these plaques up to somebody anyway, so I don't care, man. If it's one team, even Aaron Weave will win it. He'll just get it. I think we got like 5 or 6.
Show up, man.
It's nice to get 12 teams for it, but
yeah.
Anyway, cool stuff here, man. Next week I'll be better prepared with videos and all kinds of stuff like that. But in the meantime, that's another episode here. Appreciate you all for joining us. Give us a sub over here at Kickerfish. I'm actually editing videos finally. Got some videos coming or whatever here.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh yeah, I said this for 5 years.
You got enough videos to last you for the next 10 years.
Vine said no more filming. Just edit what you've taken the last 7 years. Yeah, you're right. I actually should do that.
You gotta make yourself a lot.
We could actually watch you. We could watch your whole family grow up in those videos. Then.
Yeah, you really could, man. Shit. Yeah, Mike. I say at doing weigh-in, Mike got. What happened to your eye? Fish juice or something got in your eye?
Weigh-in?
Yeah.
No, you know what it was? The cotton floating in the air.
Oh, that stuff, man. Yeah.
And then a buckle from a tent.
And then a buckle at wrap up there. Got him in the eye, man. And go, oh, this guy's got a black. Sure. Anyway, big shout out, big thanks to everyone who volunteered. The Russell Lions, appreciate you all. Everyone who came out to that tournament. Mike for being the weigh-in, Weighmaster Divine for doing the CPR version. Val for helping. Callie, Jess, Sister Janice, all helped out. Even Santos, after they got DQ'd, and Justin had time to do some stuff to help out. Because you might as well disqualified her.
Not going anywhere, man.
The only thing Santos did was take care of his kid.
That too, bro.
See you guys next week. Same time, same place. Go Oilers, go. Tomorrow, if you want some hockey. Come on.
Yep.
They're in tough though, man. I don't know.